Guys, Grid Legends has just dropped. It's finally here. I've had a lot of people on my Twitch chat asking me how to get better at the game, how to progress a little bit quicker. So here are 5 tips and tricks to help you guys have a better understanding of Grid Legends. Let's jump right into it. Tip number 1, upgrades. Upgrades are one of the most important things you could do to one of your vehicles to improve your gameplay and make your car a little bit quicker and handle better. So let's take a look at the Porsche 911 GT4 right here. So we go into our upgrades. You have 3 stages of upgrades: stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. Each stage is unlocked at different mileage driven in the car. So you need to own the car to be able to get the mileage. If you go into an online race and you use a car that you don't own and you loan it, you will not get miles driven on that vehicle. So with that said, stage 1 is 7 miles, stage 2 is 24 miles, and stage 3 is 35 miles. I believe that is for every car in the game. I haven't seen anything different so far, but I'm only a very small percentage into the game right now. Then if we go and take a look at a car that I have fully upgraded, we could run through these really quick. So you have power upgrades, acceleration upgrades, braking upgrades, weight reduction, and then you can get extra flashbacks at stage 1. Stage 2, you have another flashback. You can earn a little bit more in-game currency. Another weight reduction. This one has 2 of them. Some only have 1, some might have 2. Another brake upgrade and another engine upgrade. And then stage 3, from what it seems like on every single car, has been racecraft. So this is what helps you level up. As you can see, I just purchased this. We'll earn 5% more racecraft, or XP if you want to call it, while using this vehicle in an online race or career or story mode, anything like that. All right, guys, for tip number 2, we're going to go back to our nice GT4 Mustang. We're going to open up our tuning menu right here. A lot of people don't know you can do this right from the garage. You can also do this right before you start a race. It's very helpful in that menu as well, because you can actually get a feel for the track. If there's a long straight and you want a longer gear ratio, or if it's a short, tight track, you might want to bring it all the way down. I'm not going to get into all the crazy details of this. We could make a separate video on this if you guys want. Just leave a comment down below if that's something you guys would want to see. But we have gear ratio, springs, dampers, anti-roll bars, and your brake bias, something you could change. This will dramatically change the feel of the car. Even though there's only a couple spots for adjustment, 1 click to the left, 1 click to the right. We're leaving it default, which there's nothing wrong with that. Makes a huge difference, and will definitely help you guys improve your gameplay. All right, guys, tip number 3 coming in here with race as clean as you possibly can. I cannot stress this enough. Besides, getting to the online stuff, which we will get to later in this video, but racing as clean as possible, not bumping the AI cars, it will dramatically help you as best as possible. Whether you're racing on legendary, expert, medium, easy, super easy, whatever, beginner to expert, if you avoid bumping these AI cars, it will help you out so much going into the races. Hit your lines, hit the apexes in each turn. The more you bump a car of an AI, it will become your enemy, or a nemesis, as they'll call it, if I'm even pronouncing that right. But the more you smash into the back of them, spin them out, bump into them, the AI are crazy. They're very aggressive in this game. They're not the most aggressive I've ever seen, but you could be driving in a straight line, and I'll put up a clip of exactly what I'm talking about up here in the background real quick, but you could be driving in a straight line, and these god dang AI will come up right next to you and then just slam you right off the road. And it does not take much to get spun out in this game. If you put any kind of time into this game, any kind of race, you catch a curb the wrong way, your tune's set up wrong, or you get a nice bump from an AI, that could cost you the entire race. And if you play on legendary difficulty with no rewinds, that would suck to restart the race. All right, guys, and this brings me into tip number 4. It's very simple. Do not cut the track. You cut the track, you will get penalties. You'll get a little box that pops up on the top of your screen. You'll get penalty after penalty. I believe you can get up to 4 penalties, maybe 5 penalties at most, before you get disqualified from a race. So each penalty will also cost you 1 second per penalty, depending on what it is. Not that a lot of people are just sitting here outright cutting the track. I know the AI can bump you off a lot, or maybe you mess up and you go off the track. It happens. It will happen eventually, and it happens by accident. If you're using flashbacks, just, roll that flashback back, and you guys will be good and set. And finally, tip number 5. Online racing can be mayhem. Try your best to not bump and ram. If you're faster or slower, beginner, expert, pro, whatever your skill level is, try to race as clean as possible. Don't be a Timmy. I've been blocked. I've been bumped off tracks just because I was about to pass somebody for no reason. They weren't even in a good position. It happens. It gets a little frustrating, but the cleaner you race, the better off you are. Also, I would avoid playing in full lobbies. So if you see a lobby at the top of the list with 22 out of 22 people, or even 16 out of 20 people, my suggestion is either start your own with your own rule set, or join one that maybe has 5 or 6 people in it. Usually those smaller groups that have 4 or 5, or even, maybe just one other person, race a lot cleaner. When you get 16 people on this, it is absolute mayhem. I'll put up a clip of my first ever race online, and it put a bad taste in my mouth. I don't want you guys to go through that. I want everyone to race as clear as possible, have fun, because that's why we're playing this game. Guys, and anyone that's still here, I hope all those 5 tips helped you. I got an extra little tip, something that maybe a lot of people don't know about. If you are ever trying to take a break from the story or the career mode, you can loan cars to race online. Now, granted, they might not be upgraded and whatnot, but you can still tune them. You get a reduced amount of money that you win, but it's a good break. It's a good break. It's a good way to test out new cars as well. As you can see in this video here, I didn't buy this car. I didn't have enough money for it, and I loaned it out. I could still use it. I could still race with my friends. If your friends are a much higher level, or you have a lower level friend and you guys want to do some online racing, as long as there's at least a car unlocked, even if there's not a car unlocked, I believe the game will throw you a random car in that class. It's very nice. The online system, a little buggy, but it needs some work. But either than that, guys, that's going to wrap up our tips and tricks. If you guys want to see more tips and tricks, let me know down in the comments. If you guys like this, if you learned anything, please hit the like, subscribe, notifications. You can check me out on Twitch. Links will be in the description below. And happy racing.